Peace and blessings, everyone. I'm finally back. I want to give a special hello first to Lungal1 and Gerald Kid for contacting me and asking how I was doing and my whereabouts. For those who regularly keep up with me and take note of when I upload videos, it's been a couple months because I have been going through some things lately. But I'm here, I'm back, doing well, blessed as always, and have a lot of things to talk about. I don't know exactly what I get to today, but hopefully over the next few days, weeks, I can get out these videos of these things I have on mind. Just to let you know what exactly is going on, because I'm going to let you know. Actually, back in near the end of May, I got into it with my oldest son, my 16-year-old. He'll actually be 17 next month. Had to discipline him. The state didn't like how I disciplined him, and so I was subsequently arrested. And I'm currently being charged with child endangerment and assault with a deadly weapon other than a firearm. The maximum sentence that I could get is actually 16 years in prison. Right, so I will of course keep you up to date and let you know how that's going. But off the top of my head, some things concerning what's going on with me right now. I've always heard and known that our justice system was messed up, but our justice system is messed up. It's beyond, it's messed up. CPS, which I'm sure you heard before, Child Protective Services, messed up. It's messed up, and it's time for things to change. Those of you who know me, know my political party, know that I'm calling for change. And I've been made aware of yet another area that needs to be changed when we look at it through truth, love, and unequal belief. It's crazy. If I tell you, beware of this system, because once they got their claws in you, they're going to try to get you. They're going to try to get you good, and they really don't care about you. They do not care about you as a person. You're just another criminal, another number, another part of the system, and they're going to treat you like they treat everybody else, like you're the worst person in the world. So, be careful, watch yourself. And for those of you who know that the system is messed up and are dealing with people I've been dealing with off and on because of me having to go here, do this, do that. There's always complaints about the system, but don't complain, do something about it. It's time to do something about it. Well, I want to say really specifically, because I live in California, and so the laws out here concerning a parent and a child is, I think, unjust, unfair, and ridiculous. You basically have no authority over your child. You can't touch your child. I was actually told when I got arrested and I was down at the police station, I was told by a lady from CPS, and she looked me dead in my face and told me in a way which she was basically trying to demean me, and like she was all of a sudden the parent. She told me, if your child tells you to go fuck off, you can't do anything about it. She couldn't be serious. You can't be serious. There's no way that's going to be allowed to happen. I mean, you can't disrespect me. A child, my child, cannot disrespect me. It just, I don't understand that. And because of what I'm going through now, subsequently, they made my wife put a restraining order out on me to keep away from the house, or say threaten to take away all my other kids. Right? So, but that's been lifted now. But I'm still not home yet. They don't want me to deal with my son yet until we go to counsel or not. I lost my train of thought where I was going with that. Oh, I know what it is. But okay, what it is. So now what they have done, they have empowered my son to the point where he knows that he can do whatever he wants, and his parents can do nothing to him. Like I said, I'm out of the house, and so my wife is getting all types of attitude. He's doing things. He went out when he wasn't supposed to. She called him, told him he needs to come home, and he actually told her, well, that's not going to happen. And he at this point now, he has been empowered by the system. I have no power. I can't do anything. I'm here right now because he's at summer school, so I'm here, and then I'll be gone by the time he gets here. But I have no power now, and my wife basically has no power. So if he doesn't do anything, well, let's call police. He got disrespectful, so call the police. I mean, that's literally what's going to need to occur now. For any and every little thing of his disobedience, just call the police, bother the police, and say, come and get involved. And there are no real resources for parents. All the resources out there are, you need to pay us for us to help you. Of course, we know that's the norm, but that's no help. I can't send my child to juvenile hall. If I voluntarily send him, they would charge me $100 a day for having my child. But on one hand, they say, well, you can't do this to control them, but you also can't tell them they need to leave the house if they can't respect you, because you have to be responsible for them if they go on the streets. Right? So I don't see where the balance is there. You're putting many parents, those parents who believe in corporal punishment as to discipline a child, to bring them up right. You put them in a terrible bind. So, of course, I know there are you out there who don't believe in corporal punishment, and that's fine and well. But I do. It could be because I was brought up that way, but I do. I mean, if your child has nothing to fear, no fear of punishment, and I mean other than a timeout, there's no fear in going to timeout. Okay, I go in the corner, I go sit in the corner, and I chill. It makes I can meditate, But if you don't have any fear of physical retribution, then I'll do whatever. You're not gonna do anything to hurt me, so whatever. Matter of fact, was about 2 years ago, my son went an entire year without television. An entire year for a kid without television because of not taking care of grades. But consistently throughout a year, not being without television obviously didn't matter because he went an entire year without television. So that's that. So like I said, CPS, So these are things that I've questioned while going through this. CPS says they're concerned about the children. Then what are you doing proactively? Don't come tell me how wrong I am after the fact. All right? Be proactive. Do something ahead of time. I get plenty of emails from the high school on some of the 10s about little things here and there. I've never gotten an email saying this is in partnership with CPS. Are you having problems with your teenager? Excuse me. Have they been being disrespectful, out of control, this and that, whatnot? There is some help. There's some resources. That never occurred. At companies, places, businesses. Since I no longer work in the white collar industry, but when I did work, and me and my wife does work, there are no partnership with CPS where they come to a job. Are you having problems with your kids, with your teenagers? There are resources to help you. They're not being proactive. I haven't seen any commercials ever. CPS, are you having troubles with your teenager? There are resources. Let us help you. It's none of that. It's, we'll wait till we say that you messed up, and then we'll come in your life, tear it up, because we have the power of control. No matter how wrong we are on what we do, we're gonna come tear it up and tell y'all wrong after the fact. If you care about the children, if you're there to protect the children, then be there ahead of time, supposedly ahead of time, and let us know what it is what we can't do, what we're not supposed to do. Don't wait till after the fact and then want to just throw the entire book at us. It's just, I question if you truly care, because that's what I would do. And for me, when a political party, what's going to take place is, it's another issue to add, because I believe that parents need the right, should have the right, at least we should be voting on it, and we haven't voted on this, the vote for corporal punishment for a child. I should be able to smack my child if I deem necessary. Smack him on the butt, whoop him with a belt, whatever. If it leaves a mark, it leaves a mark. You know, some kids are prone to obtaining marks easier than other ones. I have one of my kids, my youngest is very light skinned, or they would say fair skinned, so his marks will show up more easily than my middle son, who is darker skinned. So, you know, and when we deal with teenagers, say 16 to 18, hey, you know, we're dealing with, especially boys, we're dealing with testosterone, and men know, all you males out there, those with kids, those without, just from growing up, at a certain point in time, you want to challenge authority. You want to challenge the other male figure in your house, as in, maybe I can not do what they want me to do, and I can challenge that, you know. So hey, if it takes a punch, then it takes a punch. As long as you don't break nothing, you don't break any jaws, any facial bones, then it's necessary to have control, to bring up your child. I'm bringing him up a young man, a young black male in this world, and he has to respect authority. You know, if you don't allow me to do what I deem necessary for respect my authority, then what's going to happen when he gets out there in the streets, when he's 18 on his own, and he has not learned the importance of respecting authority, no matter how much you dislike what they're telling you? Because at that point, it's too late. At that point, then the police will be involved, and then they'll be beating my son, right? So, you know, and then the police will get away with it, right? So, that's just a little bit what I'm going through. I have some other things, like I said, I need to speak on. I've been reading some books. For those who are aware of The God Delusion, I'm going to speak on that by Richard Dawkins, you know, atheist. I want to speak on the book The Law of Attraction. I read that recently. Speak on that. So, like I said, I got some things, and I will be making a video to give some detail and announce my company, CDB Holdings. I mentioned a little bit before, I think, but I'm really trying to get this out and going, and I'm going to do that. Another thing, real quick, dealing with legal things going through. One thing I've questioned, I brought up, in truth, like I said, I'm being charged. We did not vote, talking about we the people in this democracy, we didn't vote on this being a law that I can't strike my kid. So why is it a law? Who made it a law? We didn't vote on it. In a democracy, this is what we have. We should vote on each and every issue. Otherwise, what is you saying it's democracy when you have a vote? You know, we have a vote when the government wants to give us something to vote on. Other than that, it's shut up and sit back and we run everything. No. If this is going to be a democracy, and for as you know, I don't believe in democracy, because just because the majority say they want something done doesn't mean it's right. You know, I think we should rule through truth, love, and belief. You know, but if we're not a democracy, then make it truly a democracy. Vote on every single issue. So, like I said, it wasn't voted on being unstructured with kids. I feel that the people, we people, should determine if someone should be charged with something. Not a DA, not somebody who on a good day will let a case go through, on a bad day decide, I'm gonna try to hang this person. And that's what it comes down to sometimes. Sometimes the DA can have a stack of stuff and decide, I'm not gonna deal with today, so I'll let this case. I won't pursue this one. But another day, oh yeah, I'm going after this, I'm going after hard. You know, what is the justice in that? What is the fairness and righteousness in that? Somebody's temper, somebody's feelings that day makes them decide if they're going to try to ruin somebody's life, put them in jail, whatever. And the same about judges. You know, you're dealing with people who might, in their feelings and the thoughts on how they're going to affect somebody else's life. Okay? So like I said, the people should vote on whether or not somebody should be charged, and then more than 12 should decide on if they should be convicted. I mean, what is 12? Is that a good representation of, you know, a population? 12 people, when you have the DA trying to get those many as possible who they think they're going to convict. Defense is trying to get as many as possible who they think can probably get us off. You know, I don't think 12 is a good number. I mean, I'm not sure how it became a 12 way back when, but right now, in here and now, I question the validity of that system. I think it should be more. You know, when you get a jury duty summons, you know, you have hundreds in a day, people showing up. That's necessary. You get them all in there, you get hundreds, maybe throughout the state, you get thousands. You bring a case before them, ask how they feel about it, if it should be pursued, yes or no, and they vote on it. And then they go to trial, and all these people, these thousands of people, they see the trial, and then thousands decide. I mean, that's getting a better idea of who my peers are, right? And because everybody is different, you have to be able to take into account everybody's thoughts and opinions. Excuse me. Crazy dog. So there's some thoughts on that. You know, things need to be changed. Need to be changed. We have to. It's just, like I said, in truth and trying to be more intelligent beings. That's what I think it comes down to. You know, and once again, and truly caring and loving. Because obviously, you know, the system really doesn't care about you. But we know that. The government doesn't care about you. And I've said it plenty of times before. So I'll leave that. I'll stop with that. Right? And I will see you soon. God bless. Peace and love.